Hello, Pack-A-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Card Talk with Mrs. Doc. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
I'm good, man.
And she's not sure if wrestling belongs at the beginning, the end, or the middle, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Mrs. Doc Sarah.
Hello.
Well, we've got another fun episode for you all with a bunch of new release products. I don't think we're going to do any announcements. So, Sarah, tell us where we're going to be spending our money this week.
Okay. So, this is just releases for Wednesday, April 30th, because it was a lot.
Oh.
And then we cherry picked. So, 2025 Topps Chrome Baseball. It's Topps Chrome Black Baseball.
Black. Remember we got that confused with Star Wars?
No, I don't remember anything about that.
Remember my face being purple? Remember when you guys called the paramedics for me having a stroke after a show?
Yes.
It was that episode.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
So fortunately, we figured this one out pre-show. It's black, Topps Chrome Black Baseball.
They're going for a sleeker look that's got color highlights instead of rainbow bursts. Each hobby box still has an encased autograph, but it's packaged separately from the pair of 7 card packs. And that's notable because in 2024, a hobby box had 4 cards total.
Oh.
So a lot just happened. Everything fell down.
Keep going. You got to remember, people listen to this.
It's still stuff happens. Autograph themes include Super Futures autographs that feature young standouts, Ivory autographs, and Pitch Black pairings, dual autographs. The autographs, the bulk of the autos, that's what it said on the website, are on card and come already in a holder for added protection. So I can't guarantee that 100% are on card, but it said the bulk of the autos are on card.
All right.
They look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Set size is 150. You get 7 cards per pack, 2 packs per box, and then plus 1 encased autograph. However, in the write-up by Beckett, it makes it sound like you have the opportunity to get an encased autograph, but it said in the bottom, there's also an encased autograph. So I think you're getting 15 cards.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
Each hobby box
Hold
has...
on.
Oh,
Yeah, this is what I knocked over earlier. Sarah was laughing about it, but she didn't explain it.
Let's.
Yeah, can you go to that abacus? Explain what you're doing as you go through there.
I'm turning it vertical and carrying the 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, you're counting by increments of 5 as you do.
The 0 becomes a 9.
And?
Yeah, 15.
Oh, it is.
Checks out.
Okay. Yeah, so it's 15.
thank you. Set size is 150. We went over that. Each hobby box has 1 autograph. So I'm assuming, yes, you get that encased autograph.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to guess the cost?
Ooh, yeah.
Just to be clear, you are getting 11 cards more than you got last year.
And the pre-order on the Topps website is already sold out. And for those of you keeping track at home, we are recording this Thursday, April 24th. Give me $350.
I don't think so, Chad.
Oh. Thanks, Al.
Give me $349, Bob.
$249.95.
Oh.
I was surprised, but my verdict is triple play, 3 out of 5. I feel like this falls into the category of this is for breakers. I feel like this is not for your collector. This is for the breaker. And I cannot in my soul give a verdict of less than 2 when they have on-card autos, but this feels like a breaker box and not a hobby box.
Why?
Because
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just curious to the insight because I don't typically think about that because I don't buy into breaks.
Right.
Yeah.
But this is good.
It's a small number of cards for a price.
Yeah.
For a high price. I mean, it's not that high compared to other things, but I don't want to get into that game. I don't want to be like, some of them are 1,000.
No, that's smart.
So I think for 14 cards and you get 1 autograph.
15 cards.
15 cards with 1 autograph.
Truth.
I think that this is something that breakers are going to be selling spots for. People are going to buy into a break rather than buy a box.
Yeah, from my perspective, I do see where you're coming from, Sarah, and I agree with you. This will be very popular with breakers. However, I also think you're going to get a lot of the common folk. You might even get me on this one.
Yeah.
I love, and $250 is about my max for a product like this. But there were times, pre-pandemic and even heading into the pandemic a little bit, where Chad and I would talk about, hey, let's buy these nicer boxes that deliberately have fewer cards so we don't get the junk and we just get the collectible stuff. So I think it'll speak to a certain audience. I really like that nocturnal insert. And
the cards are nice.
Hit the lights. Yeah, the cards are super cool. The inserts are super cool with an on-card autograph. I worry that you could get some no-named rookie, but that's right on the border. That's right on the border for me.
Which is why I gave it a 3.
Yeah, I think
not a 2. Because, I can see some people out there
wasting some money.
Yeah. But I feel like we're crossing over into the making boxes for breakers.
And you're also right that for baseball, this is absurdly pricey. Like the Topps Fanatics would never have priced a product this high.
I like this. I'm showing the sell sheet for those of you watching on YouTube on the actual checklist. It's a tight checklist, so it's only one page, which...
Ooh, that's a good sign.
I do like that. You have a few different inserts. Nocturnal, Hit the Lights, Depth of Darkness. Now, can we pause? There's clearly someone at Topps or Panini who is a fan of Dr. Ghost Hunters.
Clearly.
Every product now has some sort of alien, paranormal thing that comes out.
Well, if we're going to be real honest, there's someone at Topps that's a massive fan of Chad.
Maybe it's me.
I
told you I was working a little more these days.
You said you were looking for new work.
Hey.
It might be you.
I like this, though. Pitch Black, Super Futures, the base cards do have a number of parallels, but you get some pack odds there. I think it looks fun. I might even be game for this if I'm inhibited on a day and want to watch some baseball and open a box.
Two of them. D's nuts and Darryl.
Yeah, that was good.
Unintentionally.
And Barry Bonds auto. I mean, the Barry Bonds that they show here, it looks like he was pretty heavy on the ink of the marker.
Yeah.
But that's a good-looking card.
You know what, though? I dare
clean,
say, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see this Barry Bonds card that we're looking at. I dare say that is computer-generated. And computer-generated, have you noticed they tend to be a bit thicker?
It is thicker, and it's blurry, and so you would expect the ink to have hit. And then when that thickness hit, it usually spreads out like it's shooting. But it doesn't. It's only in the middle where you're seeing that thickness.
Like right up the middle?
Just right up there. I don't know. I like it more than I thought I would.
I do too.
It's Topps Chrome Black. Okay. You got anything else on it? Oh, there is one thing before I forget.
I don't think so, Chad.
This is a funny bit. You know, there's R-Truth in wrestling.
Yeah.
This, our abacus, that's A-Truth.
I can't do it.
All right, next one. What do you got?
2023-24 Panini Flawless Basketball.
Ooh.
It sparkles.
$15,000, Bob.
Higher. I'll take the over.
It sparkles as one of the top hoops sets of the season.
Not to be confused with hoops cards, just basketball hoops.
Yes.
Maintaining its presence as a
Can you
luxury
imagine?
release.
I'm sorry. Can you imagine opening this briefcase for thousands and thousands of dollars and getting a box of NBA hoops in there?
Like 90, 91, or 91, 92 hoops. Because hoops was a thing back then, right? Am I thinking about that right?
Oh, yeah, it still is a thing.
I don't want to put you on the
NBA
spot.
hoops is still
but like when they just mass produced them so that every person in the world could own 7 boxes of them.
It still is like it still is hovering around 100 or $150 a box.
I would love to see Logan Paul open up Flawless and have there be hoops inside. GI hoops.
It would make my world. Oh my God, it would be amazing. Sorry to cut you off.
You're fine. All right. Hobby boxes, which double as commemorative briefcases, which,
I think I have one.
Every woman wants a man with a commemorative briefcase.
I think I have one in our storage unit from the gambler.
I asked Sarah to walk down the aisle with a commemorative briefcase at our wedding.
Hit with a handcuff.
And I was so shocked. She says, another one? Because I already have this. So she walked down with 2. What a sport. Couldn't believe it.
Oh, God.
All right. Hobby boxes have 10 total cards, 9 autographs or memorabilia cards, and 1 gem card, which is apparently a card that has diamonds or diamond. Base cards are numbered to 20 copies or less and have diamonds embedded in them. All autographed cards are numbered to 25 or fewer. There are also a handful of autographed memorabilia sets like dual brand logo autographs and dual laundry tag autographs that have 5 copies or less. All memorabilia cards in the product boast game-used swatches.
All right.
The autographs are definitely on card. The set size is 200 cards. You get 10 cards per pack, 1 pack per box. As I said earlier, each hobby box has 9 total autographs or memorabilia cards and 1 gem card. They're really nice.
They are. Will you go back to, when you finish cycling through, will you go back to that David Robinson dual auto?
Yeah, with Tim Duncan.
Did he put Jonah 316 on there?
I think it says the Admiral.
All right. Good.
These look really good, Ricky. You know, the classic white border and white background?
Yeah.
But it appears as though the autographs that they used a smaller tip pen than traditional. And to me, I like that. I'm like a 0.05 guy. I'm like a G2.05.
Oh, yeah.
Or smaller.
Yes.
And it just makes it look more crisp. So you're not going to get that thickness that Barry Bonds had, but you're going to get something that's a little more precise. Now, with the rookies, you see it's a little bit thicker. And Ricky, honestly, that could be generated, like you said.
I'm wondering about
Look how different that is.
But it seems weird to me because I would argue that if these are generated, all these are generated, and then you have thinner versions too.
Yep. I mean, the Steph looks like a normal pen. God, so maybe you get a little bit of a combo here.
That Chet Holmgren looks the most real to me, and this Tim Duncan, David Robinson.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, I think I'm 07, a 0.07 guy.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm a
This
0.07.
Yeah.
These are monsters.
Yeah.
1.0 is too much.
Insatiable.
0.07
You
is
can
good.
fill up more on a paper with a 0.05. Is it 0.05 or 0.5?
0.05.
Yeah, you can fill up more on a paper with 0.05. You can get more done.
I like 0.07.
Yeah.
No,
but,
use the 0.07 to like circle, highlight the key points. Like,
but then it's too thick.
Do you guys want to guess how much?
oh God. Yeah, 12,000.
15,000.
2,200 to 3,200. It was difficult to tell.
Okay, now here's where we screwed ourselves. We have gone into this assumption, and it started as a joke about how high priced these products are. And now I'm thinking I may want to pick one of these up. That doesn't seem that bad.
You can shake your head, but that's a case of 4 for that price.
Okay.
Yeah, I did the math. Well, my phone did.
2,000 to 3,000 for a case of briefcases?
No, for a hobby box.
Okay.
Just for the hobby
So
box.
this one's weird because it comes in a briefcase, so people call it a case, but there is a case of cases.
Yes.
Which is what he's referring to.
Like the King of Kings? Like the Chad of Chads?
I'm a little shocked at the price. I thought it would be higher.
I did too. And I really will not drop thousands of dollars on a single briefcase.
And it's going to change with time too. And honestly, how many of our listeners are actually buying this?
I think this is a breaker box.
Yeah, I think it's a gambler box.
No, it totally is. I still...
Maybe Gambler
I
can
don't
buy
know,
this on
Sarah.
eBay and not use our code too. What?
Are you not trusting the numbers you're finding?
No, I don't think I am. We can definitely move on from it though, and I will keep searching.
Okay,
We just don't want people to sit here while I search.
that's fine.
There's no fun in that.
My verdict on that, based on that price
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and what you're getting, is better get my donuts. 2 out of 5. I just think this is a breaker box.
You will never make your money back buying this briefcase.
No.
And it will be bad, is my prediction.
Yeah.
And these diamond cards can go screw.
Well-
it can shit in a hat for all I care.
And that's why I didn't give it a 3, because I just don't understand the appeal of putting a gem in a card, because it has a diamond.
The
Okay.
appeal is not understandable, Sarah. You're not alone.
Okay,
You're
good.
not crazy.
And I like diamonds. I like moissanite. I like whatever.
Yeah.
I like sparkly things, but I don't want them on a baseball card.
And even if you did, do you believe for half of 1 second that those are legitimate diamonds that will hold any value of any sort?
No, they're absolutely moissanite or cubic zirconia.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty confident we're looking at 11,000 for this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's more in line with what they've been.
Yeah.
So what was that from like a previous box? Because I was trying to get like
a previous box, and I think Dave and Adams screwed you because when you Google it, Dave and Adams pops up Panini Prism basketball box for about that price.
But the box had National
Don't know.
Treasure. Okay.
Don't know what to tell you.
All right.
Wait, hold on. She was about to say something very important. The box said what?
National Treasure.
Oh, interesting, because we're talking about Flawless.
I was trying to match what I had.
You know you're one of the boys when you get your chops busted for both
She's trying to die on the sword to prove me wrong. Backfired.
Dude, okay. Now that we know it's safely in the $11,000
Welcome.
range.
You are now an Avenger.
Yes. I literally was thinking about it.
I know. I'm like
2,000?
like shit, you know, like
if the National doesn't go well,
would she know if I took out like a little loan on the mortgage? I don't know. Maybe she would. Get a couple cases in there.
we're in the neighborhood and where the ballpark's located.
Why not?
All right. I still think it's better to get my donuts because they do have on-card autos. So 2 is the lowest I'm going to go.
Yeah,
but
fair.
I think anything above $500, I would say anything above $300, you're in breaker box territory. I just don't think it's a fun hobby.
And even the breaks will be more expensive is my prediction. We don't do a lot of this, so don't take this as gospel here.
We don't want to hear from you in our Instagram about how we got everything wrong.
I think there's some massive Yao Ming collectors, and I don't think he signs in every set.
100. You're right on both accounts.
And we've got this massive diamond card with Yao Ming on there as a booklet. And this is a gorgeous card for those Yao Ming collectors out there. I know Adam, the 27 guy, used to love to collect Yao Ming.
The left side of the card is great. It should not be a booklet. That Basketball Hall of Fame logo's hideous. Why do we want diamonds? We don't.
And what is the formation of the diamonds? That doesn't make any sense.
None whatsoever.
So, and yeah, I completely agree with everything you said. There are some gorgeous cards, though. You could get your money back on a box if you hit the triple logo, man, where you get Luka, Shea, and Trae Young. Woo! Dual logo, man, like you mentioned, rookie autos. You could get your money back, but those are massive gambles.
Yeah.
Beautiful cards, though.
They are. Oh, I love that Steph Curry
God,
with
Steph
the patch.
looks good, doesn't it?
And game used. It's like the only product Panini releases game used.
Yeah, did you say everything was game used? Mm-hmm. You mentioned, oh, man.
For that price point, it better be.
Some good-looking cards, man. Yeah, $2,000, though. I mean,
dude, $2,000. We might get 2 or 3.
So maybe you open the Flawless briefcase and it's a box of National Treasures.
And inside are packs of NBA hoops.
You heard it here first.
I don't know why they don't ask you guys. Why are they like, hey, Chad, Ricky, how should we put this briefcase box together?
That's one way, honestly, to lower the price. You want to know how you lower the price of cards? Mm-hmm. 1 in every 10 of these briefcases is a box of hoops. And it's going to lower down the cost of the hobby box to the consumer.
It would be like and they get sold in packages of 4 for so you can do your own Fatal 4 with.
Yeah.
Everyone's 1 out of the 4 is hoops.
I mean, we're here for the ideas.
We've talked about it in the past. Maybe, in the next couple of weeks, we got to call Panini on the air and just say, do you want our ideas?
Hey, we came up with a real banger last week. All right,
I'm sure they'd be happy to take our call.
All right, so that's Flawless.
2024 Panini National Treasure Baseball.
There we go.
There it
I
is.
know I looked at a box of National Treasure today.
They are like the identical products, just
Yeah.
with different names. So, you're not the
They
first
are.
to confuse
They're
them.
both high end.
Yeah, this joins Flawless as the company's super premium offerings for the season.
Yeah.
Autographs and memorabilia cards dominate both the checklist and number of pulls. One of the key parts of National Treasures is Prospect Material Signatures, which boast autographs from some of the game's top young talent and jumbo swatches to go with them. And they do. It's a big swatch.
Yes, it is.
Colossal Signatures and Clutch Factor are 2 additional places to find the autograph jumbo swatch combination. And these signers include more than just prospects. For those who are seeking autographs in large quantities, both team lineup and legacy lineups Octo Signature features 8 players. Headlining National Treasures memorabilia lineup are bat knobs and bat nameplates, which if we have any British listeners, they're probably a little confused about what bat knobs are.
We should start going back. We used to go and look at what countries would listen. I haven't done that in years.
No, we should do that. That was always like one of my favorite things to look at.
Yeah. We should start announcing that with the
Do you know that we dominate the Philippines?
Oh.
We could go there
so
and
does
not
Dr.
pay.
Ghost Hunters, man. Maybe it's...
Dude, we could go there and not pay for a single meal.
Ghost hunt for free. Go raid the card shop of $2,000 flawless boxes.
I'm sure they have a ton of sick card shops in the Philippines.
I need for you to cut. I'm sure I'm never going to need it again.
Yeah.
But I'm going to need for you to cut from Love
cutting.
Actually.
Oh, okay.
What is Soundbite?
Yeah.
Where it's like the guy you guys probably haven't seen this movie.
I've seen Love Actually many a times.
Okay.
It's a great movie.
He's like, Colin's like going to go to America and he's like, and he has a big knob. I need that.
Yes.
In case Bat Knobs is ever mentioned.
Dude, we do need, I will play it nonstop.
I got it. Everyone just heard it.
All right. Autographs are on card. Set size is to be announced. 10 cards per pack, 1 pack per box, which is a theme for today. Each hobby box has 8 autographs or memorabilia cards. And I believe this is being released on April 30th, but I also found May 7th. So
okay,
there's a 7-day, 10-day period where it may be being released. Nope, it's 7.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Cost. Do you want to guess the cost? This could also be wrong.
$2,000.
Yeah, I bet it's closer to what he just said. I bet it's $1,500.
So I found $750 to $850.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's unlicensed, sure.
It's unlicensed.
Okay.
I like the notable nicknames. We're looking at on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
The Aaron Judge, All Rise.
Yeah,
below it.
the inscription is quite
Inscriptions
cool.
are cool.
Is that inscription? No, it does look like he wrote it on there. It's
It
just
does.
very crisp handwriting.
He has excellent handwriting. Let's call Aaron Judge next week and tell him he has excellent
Will you get
handwriting.
him?
I'll try.
Yeah, just let him know that we need to tell him something very important.
Yeah. Some questions about his font.
All right. My verdict is just a bit outside and 2 out of 5. And that's just the price, the cards you're getting. I think it's neat. I just don't know that you're going to be getting all that for $750 to $850. Because I always assume the pictures they're showing is the cream of the crop.
Green rice. Yeah. What's next?
All right. 2025 Historic Autographs Uniques. Historic Autographs' first sports forward product of 2025 is here! Exclamation point. Our 2025 Historic Autograph Uniques is a 2-card box of 1-of-1 foil enhanced encased cut signature cards. The checklist includes sport figures from MLB, NFL, NHL, NBA, PGA, plus celebrities and historical figures.
I apologize for the people on YouTube. They do not have a good sell sheet or website, and
No,
this
they
is
don't.
a very, very awful checklist, the way that it's written. Keep going.
Every signature is a 1-of-1 card with back-to-back dual autographs. The pull rate is 1 in 8 boxes.
Okay.
Each box will include 2 cut signature cards, and highlights include Babe Ruth, Isaac Newton. I don't know why they didn't say Sir Isaac Newton. Is there a different Isaac Newton?
No.
It's his brother.
They need to respect.
Orville Wright.
I would have gone with Red.
What about Redenbacher?
Like a colonel?
But isn't Orville Wright, like, doesn't he have a brother? Like, why we're only getting Orville? We're not getting the other one?
Because the brother was an asshole.
Oh, okay.
He wouldn't sign.
He would never sign his name.
He never stopped.
He just did an X. Johnny Unitas, Hank Aaron. Did Chad ever tell you that I thought Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth were the same person?
I think the kid from The Sandlot did too, and that went over well.
Everything turned out all right for him.
No, I think he thought it was Bambi. Jimmy Fox, Mel Ott, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, Gil Hodges, Branch Rickey, and many more. There are 3 types of cut autograph cards. Pitchers who yielded long balls to the 500 home run hitters. That's a whole section.
All right.
Baseball pitchers who yielded home runs to famous hitters, including Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Mickey Mantle, Ted Williams, Jimmy Fox, Willie Mays, and Mel Ott. Each card identifies the home run number pitched to the star. Double-sided, this is another section.
Okay.
Each card includes 2 cut autographs of famous people, one on the front, one on the back. The 2 people relate to each other. For example, both were 1969 World Series champions, or one-handed MLB players, or MLB All-Star winning and losing pitchers, or acted in the same movies, etc.
All right.
The words were pushed together, and I was like, I don't know that I'm familiar with the word "or acted."
There are 2 hits in this product I need you to cover.
Okay.
See if you can figure it out.
All right. The last section is famous people, MLB and other sports stars, famous actors, and miscellaneous people, including Orville Wright, Branch Rickey, Johnny Unitas, Hank Greenberg, Susan Hayward, and Orson Welles.
I think you told us about those.
What did I miss?
It might have been the same people in a different
Yeah.
subset.
It was, yes. Autographs are authentic cut autographs. We don't know the set size. You get 2 cards per box. What did I miss? What did you want me to go
Come
over?
on. Look at the iPad.
I can't.
Okay.
You didn't set it up.
Historic DNA hair pubes. 1 in 30 packs.
You're making that up.
No. And 1 in 6 packs, if that's too rich for you, 1 in 6 packs, you can get a touched relic. Good touch or bad touch?
No comment touch. Sorry about that,
sorry.
Sarah. I missed your iPad.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand what I was missing. All right. Each hobby box has 2 unique sealed 1-of-1 cut signatures magma foil card. The cost, $100. If you want a pube really bad, that's not yours.
It's fun. You can collect those pubes, baby.
You know, they put in so much time to match people up and like get these people together and so creative about this. They did such an awful job promoting this.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate that. Like, spend the extra week, take some photos and throw them up here, because this massive checklist does not make me want to buy it. But show me some photos of what I could be getting, and then maybe I get excited for it.
You're 100% right. And Historic Autograph is responsible for actually a lot of fun products. Chad and I dabbled in the political pube product where everyone got a hair.
We did.
Political pube
Political
product.
pubes.
Dabbling.
Where are they
just
collecting
dabble.
these from?
You can't afford it.
You know, have you ever seen the start to Ted 2? When they break into Tom Brady's house and and get some ejaculate from him?
Oh my god. That sounds like a movie I've seen with Chad.
That's about how it happens with your stuffed teddy bear. It's real. I
spaced out the beginning of that. I don't know what I missed. Keep going.
The other product that they've done that's fun is Ty Cobb. They did a whole Ty Cobb series where they took up, and Ty Cobb is one of the oldest Detroit Tigers players. He was in that first class of the Hall of Fame with Babe Ruth, arguably as good.
Okay.
And like, good luck getting an autograph, right?
Right.
And what they did is they cut up all his letters. Like, they had like several letters he wrote, and every card got at least a few words of the letter. And if you were lucky, you got his signature at the bottom.
Oh.
So I own a Ty Cobb sentence
Letter.
but hey, he wrote it. God damn it.
There you go.
I don't even know why I'm belling it.
Why not?
My verdict is your refrigerator running 3 out of 5?
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I have the same question I do for all baseball cards, or any card, really. How much does it cost for them to make it, and how much are they selling it for? Like, I feel like it probably takes a little time and effort to like put this stuff together. So
yeah.
$100 I feel like is fine.
Agreed.
I just feel like you could also really get some not interesting cards for $100 because you're only getting 2, so it's $50 a card.
And in this day and age, when a Wendy's value meal costs not $5 But over $10, $100 for a box of cards is pretty damn okay in my book.
I like the comparison. That's good.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right, Sarah, we have just a couple minutes left. Why don't you tell us about the WWE Topps Chrome buyback?
Yeah, so it's kind of a neat thing that they're doing. WWE gets in the ring with Topps Championship Buyback Program. Topps and participating hobby shops, which include Overtime Cards, our local card shop, are buying back 2025 Topps WWE Chrome cards featuring 2 winners from the superstars above at WrestleMania's, it's a picture, so above WrestleMania 41, offering you store credit in exchange for your cards. So how it works: 1, buy 2025 Topps WWE Chrome and collect Jey Uso and Tiffany Stratton cards. 2, bring the cards of the male and female champions to your local hobby shop. And 3, exchange the cards for store credit. They also have a list on rippedtops.com what 2025 cards are part of the program, and it has all of the cards and what that will earn you. It looks like refractors can go from $40 to $200. Base cards will get you $20.
All right.
Got myself a $20 bill right here.
You said that you're looking at jobs, maybe airline stewardess? You just gave the direction of how to buckle your seatbelt for cards.
Yeah. Well, I was receiving the $20 of store credit.
You were amazing.
Yeah.
We can all fly for free.
This is why we're a good pair.
He could be a mime.
She describes it, and I act it out.
You guys could be the first husband-wife.
I don't know why you did a ding
team.
right there.
Woo! Sarah just left me hanging.
What?
That wasn't part of it.
What is
Let's
that?
get out of here. All right, everyone. If you enjoyed the show, especially if you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Leave us a comment below if you have a question for us. For Ricky and Sarah, I'm Chad, the Tool Man Taylor, Al Borland, Heidi, Chad, exit. Bye.
I don't think so, Chad.